I've learned to start taking better care of my health. It's things like this that I've come to realize because of the way that I was born. And I'm not going to say that I wasn't given the lifestyle of having doctors and care for me, because obviously I was. But it's more so the idea of you're told to do something right, but you don't really care to do it as a kid. But when you get older, you start to really think like, dang, I probably should take care of my knees. I probably should get on that bike and start riding. I probably should go out and start walking, you know? And I'm not saying that I'm necessarily on a whole health journey just because I want to take care of my body. It's more so just like life mission, you know? You gotta have goals. You gotta have things you want to conquer in life, things you want to achieve, things you want to embed on. There's so many people in this world that I've seen from age 20 years old to 30 years old, 40 years old, maybe even 50 years old, close to it, where they are still wanting the same things they was wanting back when they were that much less. And isn't that a crazy thing? You go your whole life chasing to hopefully achieve what? That's why you got to have goals outside the whole money thing, because everybody knows the phrase money comes, money goes. I by no means am rich. I live pretty happily, and I would say that I'm rich to a certain extent. You know, I have a house, have a car, have a life, have food, have necessities. I'm rich in that sense, right? I'm not gonna talk too much about it, but it's more so the fact of I think outside of trying to achieve more materialistic items, a bigger house, another house, 3 houses, 4 houses, whatever, mansion. Outside of that, what else do you want to have in life? Like, what else is there, right? You get it. Let's say you become the ultimate mega billionaire. You've got jets and yachts, and you have fun every single day because you're just talking and communicating with people. But like, outside of the money thing, you're just living life like, kind of like, I'm going to say more neutralized. Like you wake up, you do what you want to do, you know, but you still got to take care of things at the end of the day, because you don't just make it to that position and then do nothing. You're still doing stuff every day, believe it or not. I say that as if I've made it to that position. I would imagine you don't get to a position in life where you're just not doing anything unless you're just not doing anything, you know, and that's your loss. But I personally would like to have something else to go after. I would like to, you know, have a fitness journey. Like, okay, well, I've never had a 6-pack in my life. You know what? Let me get a 6-pack. I'm going to try to get it. And if I try to get in the goal, it's not like I'm going to look at it like, okay, I'm going to try a little bit. No, if I really want something, I'm going to really try my hardest to get it, especially if it's something I can control. Now, I used to play basketball, and I still play basketball, and I was very competitive, always very competitive, especially ones. I used to love playing ones. But in ones, you know, sometimes you get beat. And when I got beat, I wanted to run it back. We right back at it, you know, up game 2. Oh, you beat me again? Game 3. Oh, we gonna keep going. I'm gonna get my lick back. I'm a competitive person. Even though if I lost 4, it's getting that one in that's like, all right, that was the changing point. And maybe I get to play again and I lose, who knows? But it's just like, I had the fuel, you know? And that could just be the other person was just off, or they gave up. You know, there's so many different outcomes. But I'm just saying, like, that's how my mind thinks when it comes to the whole competitive aspect of me. And so it could just be that this is something I'm on, as in, like, my competitive nature makes me want to continue to chase many different things in life. I don't know what it is, because it's not even chasing. It's more of just like pursuing, you know, because at the end of the day, me being healthy is just better for my life overall. There's nothing bad. There's no bad outcome that comes out of me trying to be healthier for myself, right? I've got all types of issues that run in my family, right? You got what, heart attacks, you got high blood sugar, blood pressure, diabetes, everything you can imagine. Cancer, I've just recently found out. You know what I'm saying? You got all this stuff that just runs in your family bloodlines that you're most likely going to be given at some point, right? Or you're probably going to deal with. So you might as well do what you can do to live as healthy as you can live, to, you know, continue striving as you are, as long as you can. Because if that's your best fighting chances, you are what you eat, then you might as well eat the nice things in life. Don't be out here eating these females' ass, niggas. I don't know if I get censored. I don't think it matters if I get censored. That's probably a monetized type problem. I'm not. The thing about YouTube is, like, some people do it because they have the mindset of, oh, I can't wait to get rich and famous off of YouTube. Everybody's going to follow me and have their influences, things of that nature. You know, with the kid thing, because YouTube was really a thing that just started popping majorly for the Gen Z. I feel like is when YouTube was like probably all-time peak, because that's like COVID babies, where all you do is watch tablets and things of that nature, right? I assume that they probably sold the most tablets they've ever sold during that time frame, right? But to tie it all back, the competitive version of me just wants to keep doing many different things in life, and I don't think that I'll ever run out of things, if I'm being honest. Like, let's say I get the six-pack, I look good. If I get there, who knows if I get there, but let's just assume I get there, because I'm striving, I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. Let me put it like that. Not everything I can, because I could definitely try harder. You know, right now, walking in the slides, I'm kind of like straggling, not taking it serious. Could be jogging, you know. Could have went to play basketball. I'm not taking it as serious as I could take, and I know that about myself. Actually, take that back. I couldn't do that today. I'm going through laser tattoo removal, and so getting this tattoo removed, first off, takes a lot of time. Secondly, when you first go and you get zapped, you're not supposed to be out in the sun. As you can see, the sun's not out as much. I'm in a shaded area right now on purpose. And sun's not good, because it's almost like having a burning sensation already embedded on you. So then you're aggravating it by having the sun re-burn it. So I couldn't have went to play basketball today, because you're not supposed to sweat. You're not supposed to do anything athletic from a major sense, because you're supposed to let it just get through your immune system. I think it's your immune system, and start working its way out. But it needs that first day, because that's when it's at its all time. Like, okay, it's breaking. That's the best chances you get of having further breakage down the road. So yeah, I couldn't do anything major today. But I got a lot of work done. That's always a plus. All you can do is just strive to be 1% better than the day you was before, right? And that's it. That's all you get. Oh, man. Long day. Fridays always feel long, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Out of all the days of the week, you would think Mondays for most people, and it probably is, for most people, feels like the longest day, because it's like your weekend just restarted, you're catching up. But you gotta think, you got Sundays, right? If you're a person that drinks a lot and you go out on a Saturday, and you drink till 4 a.m., you're gonna wake up Sunday 12 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So, to a certain degree, Sunday could feel like forever, or it could feel fast too, which could then make Saturday have felt like forever. But Sunday night, the morning, could also have made the extension of Sunday. You know, there's so many different altitudes when you think about which day feels the longest. But for me, personally, Fridays feel pretty long because you go through the first half of the Friday, you go through your work shift, you're already so hyped to just be like, okay, yeah, this is the last day. We're about to be off. We done. And then here comes Saturday, or here comes, you know, your time that you get off. And it's just like, okay, what's up? And what's up with me? As you can see, we're just walking right now, at least. I mean, I've been invited out like 3 different places, but I went to the movies last week. I don't really feel like going to the movies again, but the movie I had to go see last week, I really didn't care to see because I don't even watch movies like that. But there is one movie that I'm kind of interested in seeing. You know, I keep getting told to see it because everybody wants to imagine me in certain situations, and I could understand why people would say it. But I like the idea of that Obsession movie. I don't know necessarily what it's about, but I'm just assuming it's about some girl that's obsessed with a guy. And I've seen one clip, the viral clip that went by, that she was like in a restaurant with them or something like that. And that, I was already told this Obsession movie was a good movie without knowing anything about it. But then when I seen the clip, I was like, damn, that was a crazy clip. I found out it was from that movie. I said, oh yeah, I want to see that movie. That's one of the ones. Gotta be. I think it's like one of the classics. So last week, I had to go with my niece and familia, obvio, to go see Backrooms. I ain't gonna hold you. It's a cool movie, right? It's a cool movie, but that movie was boring to me. You had to know about the YouTube thing, which I didn't know till today. But I guess you had to know about the YouTube thing that the kids grew up on, that Gen Z grew up on. And I don't know nothing about it. And I didn't like the storyline of the movie. I thought it was weird. You know the movie Platform? You ever seen that movie? Platform? Platform was a good movie. If Platform came out with the second version of that movie, I would rather watch the second version of Platform over watching Backrooms. But Backrooms was a similar concept to Platforms, if that makes sense. I don't know if there's a genre for those types of movies, but I feel like they fit together. Because they're almost like mystery, sci-fi, thriller. Yeah. Kind of cool, but just something different that you're not used to seeing. That's all. I don't have nothing wrong with it. Yeah, this means I can't go to the gym. That's actually why I got on the video. That tied all in together. Started thinking like, man, I guess since just gonna be walking around, I've got things I've got to do here in my house anyways. Got to organize, got to clean. Always. It seems like it never stops. It's crazy. You live by yourself and you still have how, right? Y'all probably don't know that because y'all probably don't live by yourself. So you just blame the others. But I digress. Had a funny thought. So on my driveway, I always put my trash can at the top of the driveway, right? As I put it on the street. And I just leave it there because, you know, I'll take my trash up my driveway and I'll put it in the trash can. But I'm not trying to take the whole trash bin up the driveway. Put it on, you know what I'm saying? That's doing too much. Take it back down the driveway. For what? Nah, I'm just going to take trash up there when I feel like it. And so I do that. There's always one person that will move my trash can into my yard after like maybe 2 weeks or so. Once they see it enough times, I guess they get annoyed. They've done it 2 or 3 times now. And it's always weird whenever they do it because I'm like, first time they put it on the grass of my yard, you know, so I was like, okay, I see why they did that. You know, second time they put it like, they moved it behind where I would pull out my car, but my driveway is 3 cars wide. So like, first off, are you annoyed that I'm leaving my trash can? I'll leave my trash can out whatever I want to do because I can do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, who? I was telling somebody about it. They was like, and I don't know if this is true, but it feels like it. They said, it must be a female. And I'm not saying it has to be a female, but when I was told that, I was like, who? It reminded me when I was a kid, because what I would do as a kid was I would always leave the cabinets in my kitchen in my mom's kitchen, leave the cabinets open. So I get a bowl at 3 a.m. at night, eat my cereal, boom, put it, boom, go to the room. She waking up, Troy, you left the cabinets open. You ate something last night, yada, yada, yada. Every single day of my childhood, I'd still do it to my own house. It hasn't stopped. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know. I've tried to stop. I've stopped for periods of time. That habit comes back. You are who you are. So, dang, forgot my point. But yeah, this. Oh shoot. Well, just chipped up the paint. Didn't realize it was that fragile. So the trash, the trash thing when you said it's probably a female. I was like, yeah, because I doubt a guy cares that much about a trash can. Like, I don't think a guy has it in him to get out of his car and just be like, oh, this trash can. Now, if there is one guy out there, hey, cool, good for you, man. Me personally, keep it going. Keep it going. That's what I'm saying. I want to get into planting. That could be a whole nother topic. Cause like, look at this. You see this? Look, see how pretty and straight those are, right? But then you got these that are curling, almost like my hair texture. And it's like, how? Why? Are those not healthy? They clearly must not be healthy. It's not in my tree. I do have this bonsai tree though. It's not healthy because we got 3 missing green bushes for some reason. I don't know why that is. I had that bonsai tree when I moved in, so I haven't looked into how to take care of a bonsai tree, but maybe I could revive it. If not, I think I would buy another one. Having a bonsai tree is kind of cool. All right, y'all. 20 minutes is crazy. Deuces.